Hello, my name is Laura Musgrave. I'm Senior User Experience Researcher for Next. I work with the Next UX team to develop online design and technology through an understanding of context and people's needs and experiences. My talk today, Ever Listening Assistants, focuses on smart speakers. Smart speaker ownership continues to grow, reducing the boundaries between corporations and consumers. More than 1 in 10 people in the UK now have access to at least one AI smart speaker in their home. Assistants like Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, and Apple Siri offer convenience in many aspects of home life. However, what are the dangers of having a smart speaker in your home that's always listening? In my research, I explore the relationship between people and their smart speakers. I'm using mobile ethnography and surveys to look at how privacy and convenience are being exchanged. What, if anything, has changed since GDPR and the privacy headlines of 2018? How do the themes of privacy and convenience affect how people in the UK interact with their AI smart speakers? This is what we'll look at together today. One participant, let's call him Adam. Adam said, "Alexa, turn the lights purple," and every light in his home turned purple. Adam had much more than just a smart speaker. He had a convenient, connected, smart home. Adam had voice-controlled heating, lights, kettle, and a robot vacuum cleaner. And he's looking to add blinds and curtains next. This is just one of many examples of the types of convenience that smart speakers can offer. Convenience is a huge selling point for smart speakers. As Adam said, who wants to think about the hoovering? Smart speakers and connected devices free us from, among other things, thinking about mundane activities and chores. Smart speakers can offer peace of mind with answers and actions on call. They can help us to be more efficient, whether that's through saving time, saving energy, or just giving us the ability to multitask. However, convenience is just one aspect. We also need to consider what's being exchanged in terms of privacy. Jess told me I was quite some distance away from the smart speaker. I was recalling a funny story about it to my other half upstairs. The speaker started playing romantic playlists, which was what I'd been talking about. But I hadn't cottoned on that she could hear all the way upstairs through a couple of doors, stairs, and a ceiling. So that was quite unnerving. There were dozens more privacy examples like this in my research. At first, Hannah connected a smart speaker in her living room to smart light bulbs. She said, "A few people commented, I wouldn't have one of those things in my house. They listen into everything." And obviously they do, she explained to me, to be activated. Hannah was unnerved by this, and she permanently moved her speaker from the living room to the kitchen, where, quote, "it couldn't hear everything." She now uses her speaker less and instead uses an app to control the smart bulbs in her living room. Participants had found ways to try and control privacy in the presence of ever-listening devices. Much like Hannah's example, they might move the devices. They might move themselves to another room if they were having a private conversation. Alternatively, they may mute the devices or even unplug them altogether. I wondered if this had always been a feature of life with their smart devices. With that in mind, what's been GDPR's impact on the relationship between people in the UK and their smart speakers? Several participants told me, "I don't know too much when it comes to privacy and my smart speaker." And this shows that there's a gap between knowledge about privacy and actions to protect privacy, such as muting, unplugging, or, as in Hannah's case, moving the devices. However, the convenience of smart speakers ultimately outweighed privacy concerns for participants. Participants were mostly hopeful that the threat of bad PR and regulation would stop companies from exploiting customer data because, quote, there are laws about that sort of thing. They wanted to trust that companies would only use the details that were needed in the places that were needed. And so, seemingly not much has changed for these participants in terms of the exchange of privacy for convenience since GDPR, and that should give us some pause for thought. Especially as these smart devices share and record in the most private of spaces, our homes. Smart speakers and connected devices offer many benefits in terms of convenience. However, in terms of privacy, it seems there's much more to be considered, especially when we look at the exchange of privacy for convenience and what that might mean for owners of smart speakers now and in the future. And so, to round up my talk on privacy and convenience in the use of smart speakers, I'd now like to turn the question over to you. As people who are building online design and smart technology, what will you take away from the stories here today? And how will you act on this in your work? Please do let me know your thoughts and questions today, or get in touch through LinkedIn, Twitter, where I'm at @Musgrave, or Instagram, where I'm at @Musgrave Notes. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for listening.